Hello my friends, today I'm gonna show you how to realistically change the eye color of a person. As you can see here, from blue to green. My name is Olivio, I'm a professional designer from Vienna, Austria, and I want to thank all of my patrons who support me and make these videos possible. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is to create a selection of the eye. For that, I'm going to use my lasso tool. I'm holding Shift on the keyboard and then click, click, click just around the outer edge of the eye. There we go. Very easy to select that area. Thankfully, we only have two eyes, or in this tutorial only one eye, because I'm just going to show you how to change the color. You can apply to both eyes, of course. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here to select and feather, and I'm going to feather it quite a bit. In this case, let's say 40 pixels. Let's enter at 40 pixels here, apply. And I want to click, let's click delete this group here. I just want to click on the mask layer button down here. So this will create a mask for us. As you can see, it's a nice selection of the eye. I'm gonna hit Control D on my keyboard. And now we only have the eye. So the next thing we want to do is to create adjustment layer in which to, on which to apply the mask. So what I see in a lot of tutorials is that people suggest to use the HSL adjustment. So I will do this real quick. I select the layer, hold, press Ctrl G on my keyboard to create a group, and then pull the mask into the group so the mask is applied to our adjustment layer. The reason why I have a mask and an adjustment layer is because I want to use several adjustment layers with the same mask. So now, when you look at this, what is suggested by other tutorials, and you move this around, you get these kind of strange alien eyes that are not really working, because you can see here, for example, we have some violet and then we have some green here, because the eye, the human eye, I think almost any eye that is built like that is made of different colors, as you can see here when we hide this. So we have in the natural color of this photo, we have some blue, but we also have some yellow and a little bit of green in here. So it's not just one color. And the HSL adjustment or the hue adjustment, that would just give you very strange results that look not good. So don't do that. I will delete that. And what we want to do in that instead is to create an adjustment layer with color balance. So that's important, and we need two of those, but right now I'm just creating one of those. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tonal range shadows and set it to a really extreme setting like this, because this gives me the chance to see if my mask is okay. And you can see it's bleeding out a little bit into the white of the eye. So we want to click on the mask layer, go over to our brush and select a nice round brush here. Set the hardness to 0. To a good nice size that you want to work with. So this really depends on the resolution of the picture. Set the color to black, and then we're just gonna paint here around the outer edges, so we are reducing the effect of our adjustment layer here. And don't forget up here the eyelid also, it might bleed into that, so clean that up a little bit. There we go, and this already looks a lot better. Okay, so now that we have done this, we can go back and readjust our eye color. So I will go to shadows. I will set both of these back to 0. And then we want to hit down here, preserve luminosity. That's important, so the eye stays in the same brightness, basically. And then we go to the midtones and we start to adjust. And you can see just from your eyes what you're doing here. To find a color, of course, a color that should be natural for a human eye. So don't go too crazy, or otherwise you will have some kind of alien eyes or elven eyes or sci-fi kind of, you know what I mean. And which, by the way, is okay. If you want to have kind of a sci-fi look in your picture, that's also okay. You can do that, of course. If you want to go with a natural color, by the way, another trick I want to suggest to you, and I have already prepared the picture over here, search a picture for a person with that eye color. Here we have, for example, a natural green eye color. It doesn't have to match 100%, but you can try to get close to that, whatever is the look that you want to go into. And you can see here, this is not too bad, I would say. So that's a good start. The next thing that we want to do, and this is why I said we want to have multiple of these layers, is I'm going to create a new adjustment layer, also for color balance. And with this new layer selected, I will go up here to layer and click on invert, because this will make all of the adjustments invisible. Again, I will go to shadow and set a really extreme setting. You can see right now it has 0 effect on the picture because the mask is completely reducing the effect. So we go back to our brush, and this time we set it to white because it's the other way around. And now when we paint on here, we actually should see something. Let's see, is it black? No. Why is there no effect? Let's hide the eye again. Something is not working right now. 1 second. Shadows are, this one is set really high. So actually if I paint on here, something should happen, but it doesn't. What's going on? Oh, I have selected the eraser. That's super smart. So let's go back to our white color and the brush. These are mistakes that can happen, and here you see how to solve them. Just check the basic things. Is it the wrong layer? Is it the wrong tool? Is my opacity on 100%? And if all these are okay, or you will find the problem. So that's a good way to find out what the hell is going on. So we want to brush in here a little bit. Let's reduce the opacity a little bit. We want to brush in here a little bit. For example, make a little bit of an irregular shape. Whoops, that's not good. Let's go like this and reduce the opacity even more, maybe to 20%. Let's paint in here a little bit. We can go here a little bit more outward and over here too. I don't want to touch this reflection part here. And I'm going back to my black brush because I don't want to have this stuff in here. I want to have the center actually just black. So there we go. Let's brush over this again. Very nice. Okay, that's good. All right. So now we're going to go back to our adjustment and we're going to remove the crazy adjustment. So let's set this to 0, this also to 0. And shadows have a pretty extreme impact on the picture, as you can see. Also here, preserve luminosity, by the way. Shadow range. So you want to use this with caution, but we can look in here and see if we find a nice setting that looks good with our eye. Let's go back here to mid-ranges. Let's see. Kind of a yellow touch is nice. This makes it a little bit brownish. So you have to try around a little bit to see what kind of results you get. So that's pretty good. Move this over here a little bit. Then I'm gonna reduce the opacity a little bit of the effect so it's not too extreme. Let's go to 80%. There we go. Okay, and so now we have created a realistic eye that has rather a green brownish look. Let's zoom out to the complete picture. You can see here it's actually pretty beautiful colors that we have for the eye, and it's not like kind of a strange alien color that we have for the eye either. So you can see here, this is the original look of the eye with the original blue, and this is our new green brownish look. So we have this nice color fade that you actually find in human eyes. So yeah, this is how you would adjust that. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have suggestions for other topics or you have questions about this topic, please write it in the comments, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.